Well, how's it going today? It's gonna take some time to show this to you. You don't peddle other people's goodies, but this actually isn't bad. I think, I don't know for sure. I think these are about $8. What this is a little adapter that you can use to convert your phono input on your old, receiver or power amp to line level. There's a good chance you don't have a turntable anymore, but you'd like to use that input, and if you've tried, you've discovered that it's probably way too loud and it sounds bad. Well, there's a reason for that. One of the reasons is that there's a kind of a filter in there that tilts the audio to one direction because of the cartridges and stuff, and this is an attempt to drop the level down and tilt it back. This is made by a company called MCM, and it's 2740. I think these are about $8. I can't take credit for discovering this. A friend of mine showed this to me, and he believes so strongly in it, he actually bought one for me and gave it to me. And it's good for testing. If you're doing testing on stuff, let me just set that baby down. If you're doing some testing, you get a little shop and stuff, and you're doing testing, it's a great way to test some stuff, especially if you don't want to dig a turntable out and jack with all that. As far as day-to-day using it, his quote, cover your ears if you have small children, or cover the ears of small children, it sounds like ass. Now, that I won't argue with too much. It does not sound terribly great, but if you're just using it for your iPod, or just because you want another input for some basic junk, for $8, and you can't make one. I actually drew the thing out, and I was going to show you the schematic, and it's so basic and so obvious that I'm not going to bother to tell you or show you what's inside it. I can tell you that there are 2 capacitors and 3 resistors for each channel, and I can tell you that it looks a lot like the opposite of what the filtering is in like an old Dynaco PAS preamp. So if you know what I'm talking about, then you can reverse engineer this from there. But to be really honest, you don't want to, because A, it doesn't work terribly good, and B, it's only $8. It's dirt cheap. And as far as a service tool, I think it's well worth the money. Usually stuff like this doesn't excite me, but I don't know. It's not a bad deal for $8, and it's dirt. It's so simple. It's not even funny, so it's not worth copying. So there you go. There's the MCM kind of line level to phono converter. It's totally passive too. You don't need a battery, so plug it in. Let the good times roll. Let your music sound bad. Take it easy.